Hey guys, this is Bruce with Brew Noah LLC back here again for another one here. All glory to God, all glory to the angels, all the support that we have. Thank you guys for everything, as well as the people on the ground that support us in our movement. We love all you guys. Thank you for all the growth. But let's jump right in. So on this one, let's talk politics. Politics. I get a lot of requests. I get a lot of people that message me from our social media platforms, from YouTube, and they say, "Hey, you never really dive into politics. What's your stance on Republican or Democrat?" All right, all right. So when it comes to politics, I got to be honest with you. Okay, politics is probably the biggest distraction you'll ever have as a human being, at least currently in this time and age. It's one of the biggest distractions that you should 100% eliminate for your life. And I know a lot of you will probably look at that and you'll probably get instantly triggered, right? Or you get this tension in your heart, or you start to feel a little bit a certain type of way, and you go, So Republicans right now are feeling a certain type of way, and Democrats are feeling a certain type of way. But by the end of this video, I have a feeling you'll be more on my side than theirs. The honest truth behind it. Let's talk politics. The honest truth behind it. When I make my decisions in life, especially when I dove into my spiritual journey and grew to what I am and grew my businesses and everything else and just grew into prosperity and wealth, I made a choice that my decisions are only based off of two narratives: love and hate. When you base your entire life model off of what decision you should make between love and hate, your intuition is stronger, and it's like your eyes open up to different things, because essentially all choices boil down to love or hate, right? So with anything you do, with anything you're doing now, with anything you see, with anything you hear, those are the only two choices. Now humans have put all these narratives of like different things. They'll tell you there's gray area here, there's gray area there, there's this and that, right, wrong, opinion versus fact. None of that matters. None of it's real. The honest truth: the only thing that is real is love or hate. And I look at things from a position of God. I know that we are all powerful beings with the power of God from within. We are all basically mini gods walking around with the power to create, with the power to do any and all, right? And I know that God is a very loving being, right? Who's beyond our comprehension. But what we do know is he loves us on a very intimate level, right? So anything on the other side, right, is hatred, right? When I look at politics, the obvious answer is there is no love in politics. It doesn't matter what side you're on. It doesn't matter whether you're a Republican or Democrat. And I hear people saying all these negative things about Trump and all these negative things about whoever, insert politician here. And I'm like, man, listen, the honest truth behind it, they're on the same team. Guys, the biggest lie ever told to Americans, or the entire world, is that politicians have your back. The biggest lie you'll ever be told is that politicians care about your well-being, and they care about your status, and they care about your financial status. It's all a lie. Name one time, name any time you have ever voted for a politician or voted for a policy and your life changed financially. Doesn't happen. You may be getting scraps, you may get little stimulus checks here, you may get a tax break here or there, but unless you are part of the one percenters where you are just filthy rich, politics are geared more towards the rich, but have the appeal of the common man and woman. That is the entire game. It's all fake. They manipulate the media and they control the media, right? In terms of what you see, what you hear. They own the media in terms of what you see and what you hear. Subject to which news channel you're listening to determines whether it's going to be a propaganda for Democrat or it's going to be propaganda for the Republicans. It really just honestly depends on what you're watching. So when I saw things from a view of me not picking sides and just looking at things from a neutral standpoint of is there any love here or is it hate? I came to the conclusion very quickly that there is no love in politics. Any side that enforces hatred on another side, or that enforces violence on another side, or that enforces another side to change, that's all hatred. So whether you're a Democrat or Republican, it's the same game. The only narrative they spin is for your votes. That is the only narrative. They spin the narrative of, I'll give you an example. About 2 months ago, there was a violent encounter here in Charlotte. I won't go into too much detail. That basically, some lady was on a subway and then something happened to her. She ended up dying, whatever it is. But either way, politics got involved, right? And I'm looking at the press conference. And it's just when you see it, you can't unsee it. And I'm gonna tell you how it plays out. This is what they do, either side. But in this case, it was Republicans, right? Democrats do the same exact thing, by the way. But Republicans come in there and they go, "This is a time. This is a time for change. This is a time for the United States to unite as one. This is a time for us to come together as one and stop all the fights," right? And you go, "Oh my goodness!" I'm sitting there going, "Yes." I'm sitting there clapping. I'm going, "Finally!" I'm like, "Hey, yes, absolutely." And you know what she followed up with? "This is a time for the Republicans to take over." I'm like, "Wait, what?" So, and Democrats do the exact same thing. They will say the narrative of our side is right and their side is wrong, and then make you believe that you have the power to change anything. I'm going to be honest with you. The cold, hard, honest truth. Unless you're a billionaire, unless you have power, unless you have clout, unless you have status, they give us the impression that we have the power to change things. We don't. I assure you that the powers to be already determine who's who. The powers to be already determine who's going to be what. The powers to be that you don't see, that have the money, that run this country, that run the world. The narrative was already painted. The whole go out and vote and the whole go out and pick a side, that's just more to give you the impression that you have power and that your vote matters. But it doesn't. And that is the honest truth. All politics do for us, for the common man and woman, and I say me, even though I'm doing very well in life, I put myself in that same category. All that does, okay, is that it incites division, war, and is the opposite of unity. So when I look at things, I told you I take positions of either love or hatred. And when I see that politics is full of hate, I'm just not interested in either side. The only thing they argue over between Democrats and Republicans is who has the power, who takes the seat, right? That's what they're fighting over. But at the end of the day, none of them care about you. It's no secret that every politician that goes into the White House, any politician that is involved, comes out with double, triple, quadruple their net worth than what they came in as. All of them. You think that's a secret? While you, whoever's watching, assuming you're not a politician, are just getting scraps, barely getting by. And then when voting times come, they tell you, hey there, poor people. Hey, listen, vote for me. I'm going to change all that. And we sit there and we go, yeah, finally, yeah. And then what happens? Nothing. That wage gap gets bigger and bigger and bigger between us and them. And it's not going to change. But I will say this. Change is coming. Because whenever you are more spiritual, you learn things. For people that are in the matrix, for people that work a 9-to-5, you believe that you need politics to make wealth. You believe that politics will bring wealth to you. They'll bring wealth to your job. They'll bring wealth to your home, that you're going to get by with politics, right? That subject to whoever you vote. If you're a Republican, you think that your Republican president is going to do it. If you think you're Democrat, then you think your Democrat president is going to do it. Either way, neither one of them do anything in terms of wealth for you. They tell you so. But if you look at your bank account right now, 80% of Americans are not happy with what they have. Probably 90% of Americans are not happy with what they have. And that wage gap is getting bigger and bigger and bigger between the rich and the median and poor, which honestly, there is no median income. It's just poor and rich now. But they have a problem. You see, politicians have a problem. I'll tell you what their problem is. They become too greedy. They're getting more greedy. They become too greedy to where there used to be enslavement for certain groups, right? Which I'm not going to go that deep into this. Let's save that for another video. but now they're enslaving their own people now. So now you have all these people, right? White, black, Mexican, doesn't matter, are all in the same boat of not making the money that they need to make from a prosperity standpoint, right? While the rich are just getting richer because they got too greedy. They've enslaved their own kind, right? They have fell in love so much with the corporate America system that where they're giving all these tax breaks to these billionaires and millionaires that run the world that they have effectively turned on their own people. And I find it so hilarious how people are like, oh, Democrats are this and Republicans are that and race is this and race is that. And if you're a Democrat, you're this. And if you're a Republican, you're that. It's all the same. Because guess what? You're all in the same boat. You're all are poor together in the same boat. No Republican's going to come save you. No Democrat's going to come save you, right? They've gotten too greedy. So, how do we win, right? What happens? Well, when you become spiritual, you know the game, which is what the other side doesn't want you to know, which is what corporate America doesn't want you to know, right? And when you become spiritual, you don't participate in the matrix. You don't participate with the regular 9 to 5. You go out and build and you go out and create, and wealth finds you. Politicians will teach you that you gotta work hard, put in the hours, put in the time, and that's how you build America, and that's how things are done. Billionaires don't do that. Billionaires and millionaires don't work. Are you kidding me? They don't work. Listen, this whole secret to their wealth and success, connections. And not the connections that you think, but they're all connected. It is a brotherhood that is all one. It's all one thing. They look out for each other. That is the cold, honest truth, right? But there's a way for all of you. For all of you. Put your phone down. Put your phone down. Eliminate your distractions of politics. Eliminate your distractions of scrolling on just content that is wasting your energy and time, and focus on you. Listen, if you want to be wealthy, you don't need anyone but yourself. That is the honest truth, and I need for you to believe me. Go on your spiritual path. Drop everything, right? And put your phone down. Focus more on, if you're going to go on your phone, focus more on finding content that is more positive, uplifting, that's going to charge your heart and get your mentality right. Eliminate all the hatred and all the negative thoughts. Eliminate all the fears that you have. You have to eliminate all the fears that you have that you can't do it. God rewards you with what you think and what you believe through your manifestations. If you believe you can, you can. If you believe you can't, that's also true. But the Matrix, corporate America, social media, politics have all trained you that you can't. They've trained you that you have to do all these things. You got to work super hard to get wealthy. That you gotta go through the grind to get wealthy. That you gotta vote for me to get wealthy. That's how you do it. Let me ask you a question. Is it working for you? Do you feel fulfilled with your politicians? Regardless of what side you're on? Do you feel fulfilled with your life right now? Do you feel good? This isn't to beat anybody up, but this is the cold, honest truth. So it's time for you to stop worrying about politics. Stop worrying about whose side is this, what side is that, and approach your life the way I approach life. There's only 2 decisions in life when you make decisions. Love or hate. There is no in between. There is only love or hate. If you follow the path of love, you'll be wealthy. You will never worry about money ever again. There's no secret why very spiritual people are also very wealthy people. But you know what the difference is? Spiritual people don't feel the need to brag or flex or to go out and be flashy. Because when you go through your spiritual journey, you learn that none of that stuff matters. It doesn't matter. The honest truth is, I'm here. My team, my businesses, my platforms, my book is here for you guys. I'm entirely here to pull you guys out of the fire, to pull you out of the hell that you're in right now, to fix that bank account, to fix the things that you have that you're not happy with, to help you find love, to help you find perfect fitness, to help you find perfect health, to help you find wealth, prosperity, to get you rich. I'm here for you. That is the promise that I made. And the biggest thing you can do to make a change right now, eliminate social media, or either just scroll on only positive content that's going to uplift and bring you up. Make a decision and turn off politics. They are not here for you, regardless of what you hear and see. They only create division. They break up families. They break up households. They'll break up your own family. You know, if you go on your Instagram right now, Facebook or whatever you're using, TikTok, whatever, Twitter, whatever you're using, and say I'm a Republican or I'm a Democrat, watch, look at the comments. That's what they have instilled. But these are your brothers and sisters, and you guys are fighting over taking sides of a team that you feel is for you that doesn't care about you. They don't care. Are you kidding? Look at your bank account right now. Look at what you're feeling. Look at what your heart is. Look at your mental status and ask yourself the honest question of, do you feel like they care about you? And you'll have your answer. Approach this question with the same way I approach what I told you how to approach. Love or hate? What do you feel? And if you feel hate, put it down. Give it up. Quit your job. Move on. And grab my hand. And I will guide you to riches, to prosperity, to wealth, to perfect health. I will guide you to God. And I will teach you and show you the way. And I promise you, you don't have to be the smartest. You don't have to come up with the best idea possible. You don't have to go through and say, I got to come up with the perfect plan. You don't have to work 12 hours a day. You don't have to work 4 jobs. What if I told you you can do all this from the comfort of your home? That is the honest truth. So it's time for you to make a change. It is time. Be more productive with your time. Take your time in terms of, instead of when you get that urge to go on and look at hatred, division, turn on the TV, look at all the news, look at all the negative outlets, when you see all that, turn your attention to reading. Let's read. Go outside. Go outside. Grab a book. Go outside and go read. And reprogram your brain. And I'm not talking about read anything that has anything to do with drama or fiction that's hurting you or that's teaching you. No. I'm talking about take the time to read something that's productive, that's uplifting, that's going to change your life. Like you matter. No, in all seriousness, read it. Read it. This is the blueprint on how to change your life, how to change your thinking, and how to be successful. That is the starting point of your journey right here. Amazon, Barnes & Noble, take a look. And then what I want you to do, in all seriousness, it's going to be probably here, www.brunoallc.com. Book an appointment. Let's talk. Let's get you going on your spiritual journey. And even if you're new to being spiritual, listen. Ask away. It is a private session between me, you, or you and my team, my group. You know what I mean? But either way, ask your questions and let's talk. We're a no judgment zone, but it's time for you to change your life. So grab my hand and let's change your life. And I will show you the way. I will guide you to where you need to guide to. Whether you believe in God or not, it's irrelevant. It works whether you believe or not. I will teach you manifestations. I will teach you how to reprogram your mind. I will teach you how to kill your ego. I will teach you how to grow. I will teach you how to attract wealth. I will teach you how to achieve perfect health. I will teach you how to get to perfect fitness, how to get the body that you want. I will teach you beauty. But you got to trust me. And most importantly, you got to trust yourself. BrunoAllc.com. Remember, guys, God loves you. I love you. Just be. I love you. Thank you, God.